Hello there, and welcome, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for pressing play and choosing to drift with me tonight. Let's take a slow breath together, in and out. You've made it through another day, and now we are leaving behind the noise, the notifications, the headlines, and the to-do lists. We are stepping gently away from all that. Tonight we are going somewhere else, somewhere ancient, mysterious, and wonderfully quiet. We are going underwater. But not just a dip in the sea or a swim through coral reefs. No, we are going far, far below, past the waves and the swimmers, past the divers and the dolphins, past the place where sunlight dares to shine. We are headed to the deep ocean, to a realm where the world grows silent, where strange creatures float like dreams, and time itself seems to stretch and slow, a place where even your thoughts might begin to drift like glowing jellyfish in the dark. So tuck in close your eyes, if you like, and imagine sinking slowly, safely, into the midnight zone of Earth's final frontier. The ocean covers more than 70% of our planet, yet we've explored only a small fraction of it. And of that, the deep sea, the vast, dark regions that begin roughly 200 meters down, remains the least explored of all. As we descend, sunlight begins to dim, first to a soft twilight, then to blackness. By the time we reach just a few hundred meters, the colors begin to vanish. Red goes first, then orange, then yellow. Blues and purples linger, but even they begin to fade. And finally, just above 1,000 meters, the sunlight ends. What's left is a silence that isn't silent, a darkness that's not truly empty. Because down here, in the deep, life has not only survived, it has flourished in its mysterious way. Imagine a world with no sunrises, no sunsets, no seasons, no clocks, only the slow, patient rhythm of pressure and cold. Down here, time does not tick, it drifts. In this darkened world, light takes on new meaning, not sunlight that left long ago, but a stranger, softer kind of light. Bioluminescence. Creatures down here create their light, tiny chemical reactions inside their bodies that glow like underwater stars. The lanternfish, for instance, has rows of glowing dots along its side, like a living constellation. The vampire squid, yes, that's a real name, glides silently with deep red skin and light-producing tips on its tentacles. And then there are jellyfish that pulse with blue and green fire, lighting up the water around them as they drift. This glow isn't just for show. Down here, where sight is rare and predators are stealthy, light becomes language, a warning, a lure, a gentle flicker saying, "I'm here," or perhaps, "Stay away." Even now, scientists discover new glowing species in the deep sea almost every year, each one a whisper from the dark, reminding us how little we know. And it makes you wonder how many more tiny stars are out there, floating in the ink-black sea, waiting to be seen. Life in the deep sea is not in a hurry. Down here, it's cold, around 2 degrees Celsius, or just above freezing, and the pressure is immense, crushing. Even at these depths, it can be over 1,000 times what we feel at sea level. Yet creatures here are perfectly adapted to it. They've evolved in ways we barely understand. There's a species of octopus, Grainledone boreopacifica, that was once observed guarding her eggs for over 4 years. No eating, no swimming away, just waiting, protecting. Her world was quiet, still, measured not in minutes, but in lifetimes. There are fish that glow and float without ever swimming fast. Worms that live near hydrothermal vents, places where the Earth's heat leaks into the sea, survive in total darkness and extreme temperatures. And giant isopods that look like oversized pill bugs, drifting through the sand at a speed that makes snails look speedy. Everything here seems to understand a truth we often forget, that slowness is not weakness, stillness is not laziness. Sometimes the most powerful things grow in the quietest places. Here's something curious. In some ways, exploring the deep sea is more like going to space than visiting another part of Earth. Submarines that reach these depths need to withstand crushing pressure. Temperatures are extreme, communication is slow, and the darkness is near total. Astronauts train in deep-sea environments to prepare for spacewalks, because the sensation of floating, weightless in a hostile environment, surrounded by vast unknowns, that's true of both outer space and the ocean floor. And just like space, the deep sea holds mysteries older than humanity. Some hydrothermal vent communities are thought to resemble the earliest life on Earth. Imagine that the secrets to how life began may lie not in a distant galaxy, but right here, at the bottom of our oceans. And even more strangely, some scientists believe the conditions near these deep vents could exist on other moons and planets. Moons like Europa orbiting Jupiter may have oceans beneath their icy crusts, dark oceans, silent oceans, alien oceans. What if, out there, in another corner of the cosmos, something is glowing, drifting, living in the dark, just as it does here? Let's return to the idea of time. In the deep sea, time isn't measured in hours or alarms. There are no sunrises to mark the day, no bird song to greet the morning. Instead, rhythms are subtle. Some creatures rise and fall with the tides, others with the faintest pull of the moon, and some seem to ignore time entirely. Scientists studying deep-sea creatures often find that they live longer than their surface cousins. They grow slower, move slower, and change slower. Perhaps it's because down here urgency isn't useful. There's no rush, no schedule, only the long unfolding of existence, one patient moment at a time. It makes you wonder, what would life be like if we lived at deep-sea speed? What if we measured our days not by productivity, but by presence, not by output, but by observation? Could we learn to glow more softly, to move more gently, to live not faster, but deeper? And now, as we float through this ocean of thought, you may notice your mind beginning to drift, like a jellyfish in the current, not trying, just being, just moving, slowly, softly. You've traveled far tonight, from the surface to the silence, from the sunlight to the stars of the sea, from busy thoughts to something calmer, quieter, more spacious. Perhaps your breath has slowed, perhaps your eyes are heavy, and if you feel yourself slipping towards sleep, that's perfectly fine. Let the deep sea hold you, like water in a warm tide pool. Let the darkness soothe you, not with fear, but with peace. And let time slow down, because there's nothing you need to do now, nowhere to go, no goals to reach. You are already here, drifting through the silent wonder of Earth's last unexplored wilderness. And if you dream tonight of glowing fish or floating stars, of jellyfish that shimmer like thoughts and squid that whisper in ancient languages, maybe, just maybe, you've gone a little deeper than you thought. Time, in the deep sea, is not a clock. It's a current, a slow unfolding, a dance of life in a place untouched by hurry. And maybe, just for tonight, you, too, can live in that current. So sleep well, fellow traveler. You've earned your rest, and the sea is waiting. Good night.